I had a conversation with somebody one time. It was about giving money to homeless people and drunks or whatever. And if I have it, like I rarely carry cash. So if you find me at a time when I have it, you're more than welcome to it. Because otherwise, like, I don't know.
You got any cash?
Yeah, I don't have. Nope, exactly. I do not.
Exactly.
So,
Mr. 10 pairs of pants.
Well, like from 1980 and 85 and 90.
you know, it comes around every 20 years.
Are these Guess jeans still hip? hip.
But like I would give it to anybody, and I remember we had a couple people say
Okay, now hold on a minute. You would not give it to anybody.
I would.
Would you give it to some kind of let's say it was a Tommy Hilfiger head to toe teenager come rolling up to you and said got out of his 2009 Chevy pickup truck and said, "Hey man, by the way, can I have $10?"
Yeah, if I had to, I probably wouldn't have 10. I don't care. It's unlikely I'd have anything over 5.
Okay, well,
so yeah,
I better call my wife.
Yeah, I'd give it to him.
What would you prefer he say? Can I have all your money? That sounds like a robbery.
Well, if he says, I need $5, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll give you $5.
He doesn't need $5.
How do I know that?
He squandered all his money on these fancy clothes.
No. Why do you need $5?
No, because the more I ask him, the more I don't care really. Like what
I don't start judging him.
I don't care. Here's what I started doing is the way I started to think about it was I'm buying a name to pray for. That's what I'm doing. If you say can I have your name, and I'll give you $5. So I'll trade him $5 for his name, and then I got someone.
How many times have you put this into practice?
13.
No, you haven't.
That's probably 8.
It's probably an unknown number.
No, it's no. I bet
you're throwing a dart at a board here.
It's in single digits, but it's definitely above 5 or 6. Because I remember talking about it with somebody, and I'd done it like quite a few times.
I think I disagree. Like I couldn't give money to the punk, to the kid.
Why?
I'd give money to the homeless guy. Like it's easier for me to give money to
the kid might be in debt. Do you see all the stuff he's got in this big truck he owns?
Yeah. Well, now see, we just talked about this last week. How far do you go to enable somebody?
Yeah, but it's just $5. What are you going to do?
Of enablement?
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
What if it's the last...
Oh, right. He's continuing his vagabond lifestyle
what if he needed
5 bones?
What if he needed $5 more to get his next meth pipe? You don't know.
Well, then it's all the better that I got his name to pray for.
I don't know.
Wow.
Zing.
What if he needed... man, I shouldn't have said meth pipe. I should have came up... Dang it. I should have said...
What if he's using...
What if he needed $5 more to rent a limo for him and all his buddies to drink Dewar Scotch all night? Better?
No, same spot.
I don't know.
Same spot as the meth pipe.
Here's the thing. I may be totally wrong in this. Like, I'm just saying what I would do. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you're totally right.
I'm just saying I would say get away from me.
It's tough to make a judgment call on the spot.
Right. I would give the homeless guy almost hands down.
That's why
$5.
I just default to give it to him.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do? Please petition me for my $5?
Okay, what amount of money?
Tell me your worries.
I have this form for you to fill out.
What if the guy says, "Look, I really need the money. Can you run to an ATM?" Are you just doing it out of laziness, convenience? Your rule is just. It's not like I like to give to people. You're like I like to give to people if I happen to have loose cash.
Yeah, that's a solid point. I may not go to my ATM and clean it out for somebody.
Maybe you should always have with you like $5 IHOP gift certificates.
Actually, the very thing I was thinking
they might go pray.
This week was I should keep $10 in ones in my wallet at all time. Just how some people keep $50, $100 in their wallet as a prosperity thing to know that like you're never broke. Have you ever heard that?
Mm-hmm. No, I've never heard of it. I've never
had it, but I've heard of it.
I kept it for I don't know. I did it at the longest for 2.5 months. But it was kind of the same thing. It's like if my goal was to keep $10 in ones or so in my wallet, the biggest thing would be me not using it the soda machine. But specifically so that if someone walks up and says, "Hey, can I borrow $1?" or "Hey, can I have $1?" or "Hey, I need some money for whatever," I have it and I can give it to them. That's a much better line of thought for me, is to have money in my wallet to give away as opposed to money in my wallet to keep and remind me that I have money. So
that's not why I keep money in my wallet. I keep it there so I can spend it on stuff.
That's why I don't keep money in my wallet, for that very reason. But the big thing
the money that I spend at the come and go is keeping that guy in a job. And his name tag is already displayed. I get a soda, he gets a prayer, and the corporation stays in business.
Hey, everybody's happy.
That's like saying that like all these singles I have are keeping the big girls open. I keep the ladies working at the strip joint because I have money to give them.
Well, if you'd spend money somewhere else instead of giving it away to a well-to-do teenager, maybe they could work a legitimate job.
No.
I don't know about that.
What if that well-to-do teenager was actually an angel?
It's Jesus. If Jesus came up and said, "Can I have $5?" You know what Jesus has. He's got the world in his hands, it says.
Then you have to ask him, is your name Jesus or Jesus?
Yeah. Hey, so why I got you here?
He'd say yeah. He'd say yes.
I'd say, can we talk about a couple things?
So Jesus says, Mike, can I have $5? You say, well, what do you need it for? I mean, I'm a little tight.
I'd have to give the Lord $5.
Well,
wait a minute. Do I know he's the Lord, or is he just?
Yeah,
And isn't that what he said? When you do for the least of these, you do.
You walk right into it.
But he ate the least of. He ate the least of those.
He says he is.
He's a well-to-do. He claims to be the least.
He says when you do it for them, you do it for him.
Yeah. You're such a sucker. You walked right into it. You know well enough to walk into the least of these.
Line.
I'm saying
Sinker.
Fancy Truck Man is not least of these.
He may very well be. You don't know that's not borrowed money.
Or stolen. Now I'm feeding a corrupt hat. Here's what I'm saying.
You know what? Someone on the chat says Mike would give anyone money and then follow him to see where he lives.
I might do that. That you know what?
That's
that
entertainment
that
value.
statement is way more accurate. I would give him the money and then find out. I'd follow him.
To see whether you got hosed. See,
Yes.
see where you're spending your time. Give him $3. Take his name and pray for him.
What if I give him $100?
If you have 100 to give him, do it.
I don't have $3 to give him.
We'll give him whatever you got.
So I can't get on board with your rationale that it's like you're a walking casino. If you happen to have cash on you, you'll give it to them. They're taking a gamble by asking.
I'm
to
sorry
borrow
that money is so important to you, Mike.
Listen to this. I tell you what, when you come down off your high horse, I'll bring the ladder, and you can come down and we'll talk about this.
So the virtuous man, the man that attempts to help others and give money freely, is some kind of staunch offender.
You've done this 8 times with less than $5 a pop.
I started,
and all of a sudden you're Mona Lisa. You're the greatest giver known to man. You're trying to get me to say I'm not going to claim to be somebody that I'm not. Now whether it's the right thing to do, I don't know.
Wait a minute. So you find out there's something you could probably improve on your life, and your response is to dig your heels in the sand and say, "I'm just not this guy."
I am not going to start keeping $5 on me to accept the Ben Foose line of charity. Where if some random guy comes up to me, if I happen to have bucks on me, I'll give it to him.
But I won't happen to have bucks. I will always have bucks on me. That's
starting when now?
Yeah, I need to go do it.
Okay, starting right now.
There's no way.
So I've given away your past errors. Why are you coming after mine?
Because you're refusing to move.
I'm telling you the guy that I used to be, or how I would react to a guy in that situation.
You didn't say that you were planning on changing.
I don't have to explain my every move to you. I didn't see the last time you wrote a Bible or claimed some type of salvation. I'll explain to you what I want.
No, the least of these is biblical.
I don't know that you have to intentionally keep money with you for that. However, if you follow the principles of like the Old Testament, where they didn't harvest all their crops specifically for the person who needed it, they never asked why they needed it. I guess that's actually a pretty good principle to always have something with you for those who are in need, providing your family's provided for, already, and you're.
Would you like to supersize your ego massage? Dan's helping out here.
Where does giving come in?
That sounds like an Old Testament great idea.
Where does giving? Where does tithing come in? Tithing first, provide for your family, and then have $10 in your wallet for.
Sure. I mean, you look at the Old Testament. The tithe was just even in the Old Testament a beginning point,
right?
Because there was tithing, and then there was also keeping some of the harvest unharvested for other people. There were periodic, every so many years they took another offering for other things, and it's we are called to live in a culture of generosity toward people, really kind of looking for needs. I don't. I have a handful of times given to people, but if I see someone, I'll kind of avoid them. Because I'm thinking, dude, I need money as much as you do.
Yeah, go ahead, get him, Ben. You didn't seem to have any problem dragging me to the wall. Attack Pastor Daniel about his ways.
Wait, is there a however?
No, I'm poor.
You're a slug.
I'm a slug. I spent my money at the movie theater last week, and therefore I don't have money to give
to keep them in business.
Actually, Dan, I think that's appropriate. Sometimes you just need to get away,
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Mike, on the other hand.
It's not like I've never given to anybody in my life. I'm not trying to say don't help people.
And I'm not. And
I'm just saying I'm not a parade float who throws cash out the side of my float.
No, I'm not saying that it's that you need to spend your time finding ways to throw money at people. But what I'm saying is I feel like I need to realign my perspective, because I kind of do that same thing. I might see somebody, I'm like, I don't want to do. I just don't want to deal with it really. So I will go around them. When really, I think my time and energy and money probably would be better served with those opportunities. Like, one of the things that I've been really praying over the last few weeks is to not miss opportunities that I've been provided. Because that's,
if it's one that God has given, yeah.
But how would I know? Like if Sans waiting for God to grab me in the throat and throw me in the river because there's another guy drowning and he wants me to take a grab of him, right? I have to keep my mind open. And frankly, everything is a potential opportunity.
Sure.
And so, and I agree that you can't plan for all, but I just feel like it just realigns my perspective a little bit, where I don't have to think the two things that are reinforced. If a homeless guy or somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey man, can I have a couple bucks?" I have two things enforced if I have no money in my pocket. One, I get reminded that I'm poor, I don't have any money. And two, that I can't do anything to help that guy out. Both of those, which I don't think are necessarily worldly perspectives. If I can keep $5 in ones, which isn't going to break me, all right, and I always have money in my pocket to give to somebody, that takes care of both of those things.
You also have to look at their setting. And you don't know if they're going to take that money and they're going to buy them some type of stimulant, a drug, alcohol, whatever. That's not helping them. That's hurting them. If you can give them an IHOP coupon, or you can take them for a meal, that's way better to their